Today I messed up by donating my blood. I have been donating blood couple of times. But today I'm so embarrassed. For the people who regularly donates blood or have been donating, you may know how the process are. The process goes very well, with medical check, blood pressure and so on. It's just like a normal day for me, nothing wrong and all goes well. Usually, after the nurse draw your blood, the nurse will give advice to not use your hand that you got your blood drawn on, for heavy task or it may complicates the healing of the wound or some sort. And I nodded and said yes as to acknowledge her advice. And then, after all is done, I go out to my car. For your information, my car door handle is a bit hard to open, and I got my father to drive. With my smooth brain, I open the car door with the hand that got blood drawn from. At first, there's nothing wrong with it. I got inside the car, get seatbelt on. Then, my father drive out the parking lot, and I start chit-chat with my father. Then I feel something wet on my trousers. And I saw it completely wet with my blood, with my arm dripping blood onto it. Then, I screamed to my father, "Look my arm." My father told to put pressure on it, while he trying to go back to the blood donation center. Not long after that, we arrive again at the center. With blood dripping arm and blood-stained trousers and part of my shirt, I look like someone running off from a murder. I go to the counter and ask for help. Many people were there saw me. I don't know what they thought about me, I'm so embarrassed. Luckily, the nurse took quick action, and told to go to one of the rooms to manage my situation. The treatment went well, and I got the new band-aid on and cleaned, not my trousers and shirt though. Too long. Didn't read. I screw up by not follow nurse advice after donating blood, and got shower of blood all over my body. Today I messed up after getting high with my fiancé. Update. I thought this throwaway account would have expired by now. Oh well, here I am again. It's been more than a month since I broke up with my ex-fiancé, and you know what? Life turned out better than expected. Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I had my dance with depression, still do from time to time, but for the most part I've managed to pull my act together and focus on simply being a healthier human. Then last night happened. It was my birthday. My sister came over. She knew I wasn't planning on going out and partying, but loyal to her reputation as the wild one in the family, she brought the party to me. After more than a few drinks, the two of us were drunkenly debating what I should have said to my ex-fiancée the night she practically slingshot my manhood into outer space by praising her exes for being sexually superior in all the ways that I wasn't. I got so fired up I decided to take it a step further and actually call my ex-fiancée on the phone. My sister egged me on. I didn't even know what I was gonna say, but I was drunk and determined enough not to hang up. The moment my ex answered, I started rapping. It went a little something like this: "You were my pick." Long pause, through thin and through thick. An even longer pause, "But you saw my dick and it made you sick. You said it wasn't true love, it was just a lie, and all I had to do was get your ass high." There was an awkward silence before my ex said she was never really high that night. According to her, she just seized an opportunity to be as open and honest as possible without being a complete cow. Then she added, but if she would have been a complete cow she could have included the following. 1. My about to come face made me look like I'm about to vomit, which is why she started timing my orgasms so she knew when to squeeze her eyes shut. 2. My beard always smelled like peanut butter, that's all she said, but I'm gonna assume this was also bad. 3. She stopped going to clubs with me, not because she grew out of it, but because, A, I was too socially awkward around her friends and, B, whenever I danced it was like watching a dog dancing. I heard enough and hung up. Now I'm traumatized all over again. Too long. Didn't read. Convinced my fiancé to get high on relationship-destroying weed. About a month after our breakup I drunk dialed my now ex-fiancé and basically relived the same traumatic experience that got me here in the first place. Today I messed up by pranking my office a la Jim from The Office. I thought it would be funny to put a Bluetooth speaker in the ceiling and play sounds of cats over it. I found an 8-hour video of cats meowing on YouTube that was perfect. I paired an old phone to the speaker, tossed the phone in a drawer of an empty desk, and tucked the speaker under a ceiling tile. It was perfect. You could only hear the cats if you listened real close. It sounded like there was a cat in the ceiling, but you really couldn't tell exactly where it was coming from. I went to my office, got busy with work, and forgot about it until I went to break. I walked into the break room and several people were talking about the cat that must be in the ventilation system. I chuckled to myself while I grabbed my coffee and made a loop through accounting department to see if there were any more people talking about the cats in the ceiling. To my horror, half the ceiling tiles were removed and there were 2 maintenance men on ladders looking for the cat. They were real close to the speaker but hadn't found it quite yet. I just reversed out of there and went back to work. They eventually found the speaker, and shortly after everyone got an email from the big boss reprimanding the guilty party and asking for any information on the culprit. Too long. Didn't read. I caused the entire accounting department to be shut down for 3 hours this morning by making them think there was a cat stuck in the ceiling. My bad. Update: a conspiracy theory emerged by the end of the day. Several of them don't believe that it was a prank at all. They think the maintenance people lied about it being a prank. That management made it up to get people back to work, and that maintenance is planning to set out traps and poison to kill it. One person claimed they absolutely heard the cat yesterday, and I shit you not, a couple of them claim they still hear it.